Jean Grey is one of the most powerful figures connected to the X-Men. She is a founding member of the team, an Omega-level mutant, and the most well-known host of the Phoenix Force. From the beginning, her abilities set her apart from nearly every other mutant, and over time, her connection to cosmic power placed her on an entirely different scale. Jean began her life as a young mutant whose mind was far stronger than she could safely control. She possessed both telepathy and telekinesis at an extremely high level, allowing her to read thoughts, project her consciousness, influence others, and move matter with her mind. Her potential was so vast that protective barriers were placed on her powers to keep her from being overwhelmed. Even with those limits, she quickly proved herself as one of the most capable members operating under the name Marvel Girl while learning to master her abilities. Her destiny changed when the Phoenix Force entered her life. This cosmic entity bonded with Jean at a critical moment, forming a connection that would define her future. Later, during a mission in space, she sacrificed herself to save her team and was reborn as Phoenix. In this state, her telepathy and telekinesis expanded beyond planetary limits. She gained the ability to manipulate matter and energy at the smallest levels, survive unaided in space, and move freely across vast cosmic distances. The Phoenix manifested through her as blazing psychic fire, capable of healing, destroying, or reshaping whatever it touched. The Phoenix Force elevated Jean from a powerful mutant to a being capable of altering reality on a universal scale. Few entities could challenge her at this level, as she could influence life, death, and energy itself. However, that power came with a cost. During the events known as the Dark Phoenix Saga, the Phoenix amplified Jean's emotions and instincts to a dangerous extreme. She lost control and became Dark Phoenix, a force driven by unchecked desire and instinct rather than restraint. In this state, she destroyed an entire inhabited star system simply by feeding on a star's energy. When Jean became fully aware of the threat she posed to existence, she chose to sacrifice herself to prevent further destruction. This act cemented her story as one of immense power paired with profound tragedy. It also established the Phoenix as both a symbol of rebirth and a warning about the dangers of limitless power without balance. Even without the Phoenix Force, Jean remains one of the strongest telepaths and telekinetics ever known. With the Phoenix, her abilities extend to a cosmic scale that few characters can approach. Her bond with the Phoenix also shaped its mythology and influenced others connected to that power, including those who would inherit aspects of its legacy. Beyond her raw abilities, Jean is defined by her empathy, restraint, and sense of responsibility. She consistently strives to use her power to protect others, even when that power threatens to consume her. Her relationships, particularly with Scott Summers, play a central role in her life and in the emotional core of the X-Men. Jean Grey's journey from a gifted but vulnerable mutant to the embodiment of cosmic force makes her one of the most powerful female characters in Marvel. Her story is built on transformation, sacrifice, and rebirth, showing how immense power can shape both the universe and the person who wields it. Wanda Maximoff, known as the Scarlet Witch, is one of the most powerful beings in Marvel, with abilities that grew far beyond their original limits. She began as a mutant whose power manifested through hexes, subtle shifts in probability that caused unlikely misfortune to strike her enemies. At first, these effects seemed small and unpredictable, but they hinted at something far greater beneath the surface. As Wanda's abilities developed, it became clear that her power was not limited to chance alone. She learned to draw on chaos magic, a raw and unstable form of magic tied directly to the structure of reality itself. This transformation changed the nature of her abilities entirely. Instead of simply influencing outcomes, she gained the capacity to reshape events, alter physical laws, and bend existence to her will. Her magic no longer relied on probability, but on direct manipulation of reality. Through years of study and practice, Wanda also became a highly skilled sorceress. Her understanding of spells, rituals, and mystical forces allowed her to control chaos magic with increasing precision, though never without risk. Unlike many magic users, her power does not come solely from learned techniques or external sources. It is deeply personal, tied to her emotions and mental state, which makes it both extraordinarily potent and dangerously unstable. The true scale of her power became clear during the events of House of M. In this reality-altering crisis, Wanda rewrote the entire world, creating a new version of existence shaped by her subconscious desires. When that altered reality collapsed, she released another wave of power that removed the mutant gene from most of the global population. This single act reshaped life across the planet and permanently changed the balance of power. Scarlet Witch has also demonstrated the ability to affect beings and forces far beyond ordinary threats. Her chaos magic has disrupted artificial intelligences, overwhelmed powerful opponents, and even caused pain or resistance to hosts of cosmic forces. These moments show that her abilities are not confined to Earth or limited to conventional magic. What sets Wanda apart is the range and depth of her influence. She can alter matter, energy, minds, and timelines, often on a massive scale. Her power blends innate ability with mystical force, making her unpredictable unpredictable even among the most experienced sorcerers. Entire teams, populations, and systems of magic have been destabilized or transformed because of her actions. Scarlet Witch's story is closely tied to the emotional weight of her abilities. Her power responds directly to her inner state, turning grief, fear, or loss into reality-altering force. This connection makes her one of the most dangerous individuals in existence, not because she seeks destruction, but because her strength can exceed her control. Through her evolution from a minor hexcaster to a reality-warping force, Wanda Maximoff stands as one of the most powerful female characters in Marvel. Her abilities operate on a scale that can redefine the world itself, placing her among the highest tiers of power in the universe. Ororo Munro, known as Storm, is one of the most powerful mutants in existence and a central figure among the X-Men. Her life was shaped early by loss and survival, experiences that forged both her resilience and her sense of responsibility. When her mutant abilities emerged, they marked her as something extraordinary, and she eventually joined the X-Men, where she became not only one of their strongest members, but also one of their most trusted leaders. Storm's power centers on complete control over the weather, though that description barely captures its true scope. She does not simply summon rain or lightning. She can influence temperature, air pressure, humidity, wind patterns, and electromagnetic energy, allowing her to shape atmospheric conditions with precision or overwhelming force. This level of control places her among the rare Omega-level mutants, individuals whose power within their domain has no known upper limit. Through her command of the atmosphere, Storm can create gentle rainfall or unleash massive hurricanes, blizzards, tornadoes, and lightning storms. She can calm violent weather just as easily as she can generate it, restoring balance to environments thrown into chaos. By manipulating wind currents, she can lift herself into the air and fly at extreme speeds and altitudes, maneuvering freely without any external aid. Her abilities are not limited to a single region or even a single world. Storm has demonstrated control over weather systems in vastly different environments, adapting her power to alien climates and unfamiliar atmospheric conditions. In some instances, her influence has extended beyond typical weather patterns, allowing her to affect ocean currents, electromagnetic fields, and other large-scale natural systems connected to planetary balance. Before joining the X-Men, Storm was revered as a goddess by people who witnessed her ability to end droughts and bring life-giving rain. That reverence followed her throughout her life, reflecting how closely her powers are tied to nature itself. Later, her role as Queen of Wakanda further showed her importance beyond mutant kind, placing her at the center of global and political influence as well as raw power. Despite her immense abilities, Storm is equally known for her discipline and leadership. She has led the X-Men through some of their most dangerous conflicts, using strategy and restraint alongside overwhelming force. In battle, her powers are highly adaptable, allowing her to attack, defend, control the environment, or protect others, depending on the situation. Storm stands among the most powerful female characters in Marvel because her abilities operate on a planetary scale and are tied directly to the forces that sustain life. Her command over nature, combined with her experience and leadership, makes her not just a wielder of destructive power, but a guardian of balance whose presence can change the fate of entire worlds. Carol Danvers, known as Captain Marvel, is one of the most powerful heroes operating on a cosmic level. She began her life as a highly trained pilot and security officer before a life-altering encounter with alien technology changed her forever. During a conflict involving the Kree, an explosion rewrote her biology, merging her human DNA with Kree genetic energy. That transformation gave her abilities far beyond anything a normal body could withstand, and placed her among the strongest defenders in the universe. This fusion granted Carol immense physical power. Her strength, speed, endurance, and resilience surpass most superpowered beings, allowing her to survive direct combat with advanced weapons and endure extreme conditions. She can operate freely in the vacuum of space, travel at incredible speeds, and engage threats that would overwhelm entire teams. Her flight is self-generated and precise, letting her cross vast distances without external support. One of Captain Marvel's most dangerous abilities is her control over energy. She can absorb many forms of power, including radiation and cosmic forces, and convert them into raw strength or devastating photon blasts. Attacks that would normally weaken others can instead make her stronger, allowing her to turn an opponent's power against them. This ability makes her especially difficult to overpower in prolonged battles. At her highest levels, Carol can enter a state known as binary. In this form, she channels immense stellar energy, dramatically increasing every aspect of her power. Her strength and durability rise to extreme levels, and her energy output reaches a scale comparable to cosmic phenomena. While she does not remain in this state constantly, its existence places her among the upper tier of cosmic beings. Captain Marvel has repeatedly demonstrated her ability to confront threats far beyond planetary danger. She has survived encounters with massive energy sources, endured forces capable of tearing apart starships, and held her own against enemies tied to the fabric of the universe itself. In some futures and large-scale conflicts, her power escalates to levels that could destabilize entire regions of space. What makes Carol Danvers stand out is not only the scale of her abilities, but how adaptable they are. She combines raw power with combat training, strategic thinking, and experience operating in both ground-level and cosmic warfare. This balance allows her to function as a frontline powerhouse and a protector against threats that endanger entire civilizations. Captain Marvel's evolution from an enhanced human into a cosmic force places her firmly among the most powerful female characters in Marvel. With the ability to absorb energy, unleash destructive force, and operate at stellar levels of power, she represents one of the clearest examples of strength that reaches beyond worlds and into the heart of the universe itself. Susan Sue Storm Richards, known as the Invisible Woman, is one of Marvel's most powerful female heroes and a founding member of the Fantastic Four. Exposed to cosmic radiation during a space mission, she gained the ability to manipulate light and energy. While she started as a young hero known as Invisible Girl, over time she evolved into a force capable of feats that rival some of the universe's strongest beings. Her powers are subtle but extraordinarily versatile, making her a strategic powerhouse. Sue's signature ability is invisibility, which lets her bend light around herself, others, or objects to render them completely unseen, even to advanced sensors. But what truly defines her strength is her mastery of force fields. She can generate protective domes to block massive impacts or energy blasts, shape platforms to levitate or move people, form weapons like spikes or blades, and even create fields on a microscopic scale inside an enemy's body to incapacitate them. She can manipulate multiple fields simultaneously, giving her unmatched flexibility in battle. Her force fields also act as psychic shields, blocking telepathic attacks from powerful mutants. Her feats demonstrate the scale of her power. Sue has used her force fields to withstand attacks from Galactus, holding her ground long enough for her team to defeat the World Eater. She has punched through the armor of a Celestial, one of the universe's near-godlike beings, shattering it in combat. She has even manipulated sunlight on a global scale to protect Earth's ecosystems from disaster. Her precision allows her to combine offense and defense in ways few heroes can match, from trapping opponents in invisible cages to supporting teammates with complex energy constructs. What makes Invisible Woman especially formidable is that her abilities operate on fundamental physical and energy levels. She can affect matter and energy in ways that rival the flashy powers of other heroes, yet with a subtlety and control that make her devastatingly effective. Her strength lies not in raw force, but in the combination of tactical thinking, precise control, and her ability to scale her powers from personal to planetary levels. Invisible Woman may not wield cosmic fire or reality-warping magic, but her invisibility and force field mastery make her one of Marvel's most strategic and powerful female characters. She has protected Earth from cosmic threats, outmaneuvered nearly every foe she's faced, and redefined what it means to be strong. Emma Frost, also known as the White Queen, is one of the most powerful female mutants in Marvel. She began as a telepathic villain and leader of the Hellfire Club, but eventually became a hero and mentor to younger mutants. Known for her intelligence, strategic mind, and versatility, she stands out as both a psychic powerhouse and a physically formidable fighter. Her primary ability is Omega-level telepathy, placing her among the strongest telepaths in the Marvel Universe. She can read and broadcast thoughts over vast areas, control or manipulate minds, create illusions, induce pain or unconsciousness, perform precise psychic surgery, and even project her consciousness into the astral plane. These powers make her not only a dangerous combatant, but also a master strategist, able to influence battles before a punch is thrown. In addition to her telepathy, Emma possesses a secondary mutation, the ability to transform into organic diamond. In this form, she becomes nearly invulnerable, gaining superhuman strength, extreme durability, limitless stamina, and immunity to most psychic attacks. While in diamond form, she cannot use her telepathy. The trade-off gives her a body capable of withstanding massive impacts, intense energy blasts, and even the vacuum of space, making her a formidable frontline combatant. Emma's versatility extends even further. She once became a fragment host of the Phoenix Force, joining the Phoenix Five. During this time, her telepathy scaled to cosmic levels. She gained the ability to fly through space, generate and manipulate cosmic fire, and even resurrect herself after destruction. This period demonstrated her capacity to wield cosmic-level power, showing that her potential reaches far beyond Earthbound threats. Her feats include overwhelming other telepaths, outmaneuvering outmaneuvering powerful mutants, surviving blows that would destroy most heroes, and using her psychic abilities to control groups, erect defenses, and manipulate opponents with precision. Her intellect and tactical skill amplify her raw power, allowing her to reshape battlefields and influence key events in mutant politics and Marvel storylines. Emma Frost's combination of Omega-level telepathy, near-indestructible diamond form, and occasional cosmic amplification makes her uniquely versatile and dangerous. She can dominate a battlefield mentally, hold her own physically against the strongest opponents, and even reach cosmic heights when circumstances demand it. This duality, along with her strategic mind and narrative influence, firmly places her among the most powerful female characters in Marvel Comics. She-Hulk, also known as Jennifer Walters, is one of Marvel's most powerful female heroes. After receiving a life-saving blood transfusion from her cousin Bruce Banner, she gained gamma-based superhuman abilities, becoming a Hulk-level powerhouse while keeping her intelligence, personality, and strategic mind intact. This combination makes her a unique and highly effective fighter compared to other Hulk variants. Her strength is immense, able to lift well over 100 tons, and she can go toe-to-toe with Marvel's strongest fighters, including Thor, Hercules, and even a champion of the universe or a Thanos clone. Beyond raw power, She-Hulk's durability and resilience are extraordinary. She can withstand tremendous impacts, extreme temperatures, powerful energy attacks, often turning destructive forces into her own advantage. Jen also retains her speed, agility, and enhanced reflexes, allowing her to dodge attacks, leap vast distances, and maneuver in battle with precision. Her mind is highly resistant to telepathy and psychic manipulation, making her nearly impossible to control mentally. She combines this with her sharp legal mind, combat training, and strategic thinking, letting her plan and execute complex actions even in the middle of high-stakes fights. Some of her most notable feats include surviving and redirecting the energy of a gamma warhead, defeating top-tier cosmic opponents, and serving as legal counsel to entities like the Living Tribunal, highlighting her influence beyond mere physical power. She-Hulk's combination of superhuman strength, durability, intelligence, and tactical skill makes her not just a brute force, but a versatile and formidable hero. Her ability to fight gods, resist cosmic and psychic attacks, and retain her human mind in Hulk form firmly places her among the most powerful female characters in the Marvel Universe. Rogue, also known as Anna Marie, is one of the X-Men's most formidable and unpredictable members. Her mutant power allows her to absorb the life force, memories, skills, and superhuman abilities of anyone she touches, sometimes permanently. This makes her uniquely dangerous because she can temporarily or permanently take on the powers of even the most powerful beings. At the height of her power, Rogue permanently absorbed Miss Marvel's abilities, gaining super strength, flight, and near invulnerability, while leaving her predecessor incapacitated. Beyond that, she can hold multiple powers at once, combining them strategically to adapt to any battle. Some storylines even show her absorbing powers from several teammates simultaneously, effectively turning her into a one-woman army. Rogue's abilities extend beyond raw power. She gains knowledge and experience along with the minds she touches, giving her a tactical edge in combat. She can manipulate energy, use telepathy, and wield other abilities she has absorbed, making her extremely versatile. Her weaknesses, requiring skin contact and the risk of overloading her mind, are outweighed by her adaptability and potential, since there's no known limit to how many powers she can control at once. This combination of life force absorption, permanent power gains, and strategic intelligence makes Rogue one of the most powerful and unpredictable female characters in Marvel Comics, capable of rising to match almost any opponent she encounters. Miss Marvel, also known as Kamala Khan, is a teenage superhero from Jersey City who took up the mantle in honor of Captain Marvel. After being exposed to the Terrigen Mist, her latent inhuman abilities awakened, giving her a unique set of powers that make her one of Marvel's most versatile female heroes. Her primary ability is polymorphism, which lets her stretch, enlarge, shrink, and reshape her body at will. Kamala can embiggen her fists for powerful strikes, extend her limbs for reaching distant targets, and contort or compress her body to navigate tricky situations. She can even temporarily change her entire size from tiny to towering without harming herself, and she has a rapid healing factor that lets her recover faster than normal humans. Her powers also let her remodel her molecules, allowing creative adaptations like disguises or unconventional combat moves. Kamala's abilities aren't just for offense. She uses them to rescue civilians, reach places others can't, and outmaneuver stronger opponents. Her elastic form, combined with her imagination and tactical thinking, lets her turn almost any situation to her advantage. Beyond her powers, Wars. Kamala's perspective as a young, empathetic hero, learning to balance family, school, and responsibility, gives her a strong emotional core that resonates in her stories. This combination of flexibility, creativity, and personal growth makes Miss Marvel a standout among Marvel's female superheroes. Her powers let her adapt to any challenge, and her journey as a hero continues to grow, positioning her as one of the most innovative and inspiring female characters in the Marvel Universe. Hela is the goddess of death, ruling Hel and Niflheim, and one of the most fearsome figures in Asgardian lore. She's more than just a villain. She embodies death itself, wielding ultimate control over life, death, and the souls of the dead. As a supernatural force, she's often a direct threat to Thor and Asgard, seeking to expand her power and dominate both the living and the fallen. Her physiology combines Asgardian god traits with giant heritage, giving her immense strength capable of lifting over 100 tons, superhuman durability, and enhanced speed and reflexes that let her outmatch even elite Asgardians in combat. Beyond raw power, Hela controls life and death directly. She can kill with a touch, claim and manipulate souls, and raise undead armies, including powerful beings like Fenris the Wolf. Hela's mystical abilities extend to energy projection, astral form operation, illusions, and teleportation. She can conjure deadly weapons like night swords and necroblades, and shape environmental constructs to pierce armor and strike with precision. These abilities make her a threat in both physical battles and mystical confrontations. Her signature feats highlight her dominance. She has bested Thor in combat, overpowered Valkyries, commanded entire Asgardian forces, and ruled legions of the dead. She can take and restore life, demonstrating control over existence itself. Hela's combination of godlike strength, mystical mastery, and dominion over life and death places her among Marvel's most powerful female characters. She's a cosmic-level threat, capable of challenging gods, armies, and heroes, making her one of the most terrifyingly formidable women in the Marvel Universe.